moving into May, it's edit your topical routine. So these are the things that you're placing on your body. And again, same class materials. We have some really great ebooks, PowerPoint, handout, and the script. Some suggestions would be, when you go through the class materials, if you're not a class person, maybe you're like, I only do one-on-ones, just use the handout. The handout has a lot of the same information that's right inside of the class, but it's more condensed version. You can actually do a one-on-one with just the handout. And then your customer or potential customer has those notes to go home with, right? Or if you're doing a full class and everybody's coming, you get to be able to hand out these handouts and they're like, don't worry about taking notes, just sit back, enjoy, and learn along with me. And then they have notes to be able to go home with them, right? For those of you who are like, oh my goodness, I know nothing about toxic products. I didn't even realize doTERRA. I'm just brand new. I'm just learning about the oils. I didn't even know that I could swap out for these amazing products in my home. I can't go teaching other people. Yes, you can. One of the most powerful things that you can possibly do in your business is to share what you're learning. So one of the things that I found really quickly early on as I got introduced to doTERRA was the products that I was using that I thought smelled so good in my home. I found out that they had some really bad impacts on my children's health. And so that was a huge wake-up call for me. When I shared with other moms, hey, did you know this? It was this moment of non-judgment. It was this moment of like, oh my gosh, I use that product too. And it's like, I can't believe we've been using it. And then it was this great, like, heartfelt connection of why we needed to swap out and change things out in our routines and what we're bringing into our home. So if you're like, oh my goodness, I need to change so many, go ahead, share it. Tell people, hey, this is the face wash I've been using since I was 16 years old. I thought it was so great. Thought I was doing good things for my skin. And then I found out this, and here's what I'm swapping it out for. It's one of the most genuine ways to connect with your customer base that, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm learning this and I'd love for you to come along with me. And it's often gives them they let their walls down and they're like, oh, this isn't about being perfect. This is those moments that we have our wake up call and we make our changes, right? And then for month 3, and again, if you want to do these in a different order, if you're like, oh, we already had a team cleanse, go ahead and start with cleanse and restore. Again, this is not a requirement. Just know that as we were looking through the classes, we really wanted to be able to, again, support you in the conversation around the promotions that happen on a monthly basis.